My name is TJ, and you suck at Arma Reforger. And not in the I'm still learning kind of way. I mean this more in a spawn drone, launch it, explode it into a tree, and achieve absolutely nothing type of way. FPV drones are conceived either as totally OP or absolutely useless, which is the dumbest opinion I've ever heard. FPV drones are insane, alright? The problem is just how people use them, and today I'm fixing that. We're turning FPV drones from disposable fireworks into something that actually wins fights. Even in your hands. Because FPV drones are about intent and not luck. Let's get into it. Number 1. Settings. Now before kills, before tactics, before anything interesting really, this is where most FPV attempts already end. Because people just grab stuff, try it, and then when you tell them to look into their settings, their brains explode. So go into your settings, actually look at them, and see what all the options are. FPV drones basically revolve around 3 inputs. You got your pitch, your roll, and your yaw. That's the entire language. Now knowing which input does what matters more than the speed at which you send your drone into someone's face. So look at your keybinds, look at your controls, and lock them in. Once you're connected, there's no pause, no safety net, it's just physics from then on. Controller in your hands, connect to the drone, put the goggles on, power the drone on, do not arm it yet. Let it lift off, hover a bit, and get a feel for the inputs. This is the part where things might slow down for a bit, and that's fine. Once it's stable, once it feels predictable, then you arm it, and you're technically flying. Number 2. Basics. Now, technically flying doesn't mean actually flying. This is where people operate a drone without actually controlling the drone. So your throttle is up and down, that's simple. Your yaw is your left to right movement, which turns the drone along the horizon. This is the core of FPV movement. This is how real FPV footage looks so smooth. Pitch is your forwards and backwards rolling. This creates speed. This is what moves you through space. And then of course you have your normal roll, which is your left to right roll, which does like kick flips and heel flips and stuff. Now most of the time you're gonna use yaw to turn, roll to lean into it. These inputs don't really work when you press them alone, they work well together. So yaw to turn, pitch to move forward and backward, and your roll to lean into turns. This combination is what creates the control that you see when people actually know what they're doing, and this is why experienced pilots always look calm and collected, and all the other YouTube clips look frantic as fuck. Number 3. Cover. Now the third tip isn't really about cover when you're flying the drone, it's more about where the pilot is at when he's flying the drone. Now on the 69th Motorized Dingus division servers, GMs can spawn drone vans, which means you get 1 goggle, 1 controller, and about 30 FPV drones in there. The common approach is simple. You go up to the van, you grab a drone, you hook it up, you launch right next to the van for some reason, which makes your pilot completely exposed because you have no movement, no reaction time, and like 0 awareness. There's a better workflow for this though. Connect your controller to the drone outside, take off your goggles, put them in your inventory, move to a safe space, so get inside, get behind cover, get underground in one of the basements, and then put the goggles back on. The drone stays connected, the pilot has more chance of staying alive, and this opens up safe droning from buildings, basements, trenches, concealed positions in the woods. The drone doesn't really care where you are, only that the connection still exists. 4. spotting. Now, just like their operators are limited in brain cells, FPV FPV drones have limits. Usually it's the battery, but most of the time it's gonna be the range. Now that makes the direction that you fly in very important. So sending a drone out without any context is gonna turn into a sightseeing tour where you can't see anything. FPV drones work best when there's already information about what you're gonna do. So if there's an ongoing fight with known enemy positions and you have a pinned down and friendly squad, this is where you can shine. Team play matters most here. So ask your friends for callouts. Maybe you can work with Overwatch or coordinate with a sniper team. FPV drones aren't supposed to really be recon drones. They're mostly follow-up tools. The mod that we use includes night vision, so if you have buildings with dark windows, you can turn that on. Maybe there's some unlit interiors inside massive buildings. You can turn the night vision on for that, or just straight up night fights. Night vision lets you scan without entering buildings. And there's one trick that matters, turning the drone off mid-flight. Cause just because you saw someone doesn't mean you're not gonna lose them. The mod we use keeps the audio of the drones intact, so turning off your drone mid-flight makes it so you can hear footsteps, you might be able to hear voice chat, maybe you can hear a certain reload sound or the Russian grenade popping off. It turns sound into targeting data, especially in trees and bushes. 5. Targets. FPV drones reward precision. Single infantry targets are the priority here, so one clean hit, usually to the feet or maybe to the back of his head if you know what you're doing, is gonna guarantee removal of said person. If you see multiple people and they're not super close to each other, then splashing in between targets trades that certainty for chance, and certainty wins. Light vehicles are valid. You know, you can hit windshields, maybe hit the driver's side door. Heavier armor, though, is gonna change the equation. If you see a big old battle tank, then maybe it's better to just report him to your team, mark him on the map, call him out in voice chat, and let heavier weapons handle it. Another target to look for are actual buildings. Maybe there's a big factory, a big gas station, a massive church, or just a very large hangar in an airfield. Buildings are where FPVs shine, because as long as the door is open, it doesn't matter how tight the interior is or if there's stairs, hallways, flying in disarmed and moving through space is gonna create a lot of pressure on the enemy team. Sometimes the noise alone will clear rooms. Now communication matters here, of course. Check your map before sending out the drone into a random building. Call out where you're flying ahead of time. FPVs amplify coordination. Now let's do a quick little recap before I go back to building a massive trench network from scratch. Your controls go first. Your inputs need to be understood. Your pilot needs to be in cover. Your targets need to be requested and not guessed ahead of time. Your targets need to be either people, light vehicles, or buildings that are being camped. If it's too big, just report it to your team. FPV drones work when they're used with the right intent. If the enemy never saw it coming and the pressure just appeared out of nowhere, that's where FPVs shine. Now go use them properly. Stop sucking at Arma. I hope you really enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.